Good
Thank you.
afternoon to you. It was a very cold start this morning for most of the United Kingdom. These were our temperatures around 6 in the morning, in the Midlands between -7 and -8. But look at the bottom of the league there, where you see temperatures at 6 this morning in some of the more western cities up at +5 to +9 degrees. So much more warmer air is starting to move into some of the more western parts of Britain. Not just for ourselves, but through France, through Germany, into Poland, where they've had some very cold weather over the last couple of weeks, and up into southern parts of Scandinavia. But for many eastern cities, we still hold on to those blues, and those are daytime temperatures below freezing. Well, let me show you what's going on with the big picture. These weather fronts are gradually creeping in from the west. They bring with them some patchy rain, the cloudier skies, but also slightly warmer air as this weather front moves across us during the course of the weekend, lying in southern areas by the end of Sunday. Now, by the time we get to next week, we find a little bit of a different story, because the high pressure starts to come back, and with it, a return to possibly the frosty nights into the more eastern parts of the United Kingdom. But for most of us through the weekend, it's a slow thaw. Cloud and patchy rain moving south through tomorrow, and problems, I think, with some mist and fog, also feeling less cold, but those frosts, as I say, possibly returning next week. Perhaps the biggest problem tonight will be some of that patchy rain moving across the very cold surfaces, mainly in eastern parts of England and Scotland. That could lead to some icy patches, as well as some dense fog forming for many parts of the United Kingdom. You can see from the satellite picture the thicker area of cloud coming in from the west, and I think for the rest of the afternoon that'll bring a few spots of drizzle here and there. We hold on to some fine weather in some of the more eastern parts of the United Kingdom. Still very cold here, and with a gentle breeze it does feel bitterly cold, with temperatures of no higher than around -1 or -2. So in the west we find somewhat warmer air. By the end of the afternoon we could find temperatures up to 7 or 8 degrees in Northern Ireland, 9 in Pembroke, and double figures in the far southwest of England. Overnight tonight then, that rain steadily marching through. As I say, we'll find a lot of low cloud and some mist forming at the same time, a risk of a few icy patches here and there. The frost gradually getting pushed away, lying just in the far eastern side of Scotland after midnight. By the time we get to the end of the night, we'll find those temperatures above freezing. That's the first time that's happened for several nights indeed. So there could be some fog around. That's probably the biggest problem, I think, overnight tonight and through tomorrow, and probably tomorrow night as well, with visibilities down to as low as 100 metres in places, leading to some quite difficult driving conditions. There's Saturday's forecast, somewhat brighter conditions moving in from the northwest, and for all of us through the weekend, we'll find some cloud and some mist and fog